Hello and welcome to the Forma Models Operating Lease Converter Financial Model. This model was developed to convert a company's operating lease commitments to debt and restate earnings before interest and taxes. This is a useful tool for investors, analysts, and equity researchers analyzing a business with significant operating leases or leases on critical equipment, facilities, and infrastructure that you would like to consider as debt. The README tab states the model purpose, highlights common use cases, and provides an overview of functionality, formatting, and all of the unique modules within the model. This tab also provides additional documentation, contact information, and a summary of additional products and services available from Forma models to support your analysis needs. The Forma tab contains all user inputs and pre-programmed calculations. All assumption inputs are in the yellow fill with blue text cells. The first input is for the current in-place operating lease expense. This figure will be available in a company's financial statements, such as their 10K or 10Q. The next 10 inputs are for the forecasted operating lease expense over the next 10 years stated on an annual basis. These figures will be available in a public company's financial statements or management discussion and analysis report. The lease figures input in these cells will be converted from a lease to debt commitment in the analysis. The pre-tax cost of debt is entered next. This is typical shown in a public company's financial statements or management discussion and analysis. The current in-place trailing 12-month earnings before interest and taxes per the company's most recent 10K or 10Q. The company's current outstanding debt balance per their most recent 10K or 10Q balance sheet is entered next. This is the balance that the converted lease expenses will be added to. The final input is for the company's trailing 12-month interest expense per their most recent financial reports. The first matrix converts the annual operating lease figures entered in the user assumptions by calculating the present value of the lease obligation through discounting the operating lease values by the pre-tax cost of debt. The first chart on the right restates the earnings before interest and taxes as well as debt with the operating leases converted. The final chart displays the operating lease adjustment to restate the current earnings before interest and taxes. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this Forma models walkthrough and encourage you to visit our website to try the model for yourself.